So, I think only maybe 2 days have passed since my last video. And if you've been following, that last video, I was so hopeful. I really thought I could do this time. I thought that with planning, I could do it. And here we are, 2 days later. And I'm already back down on the valley of the roller coaster. Last night, I was exhausted, and I had what I had planned to have for dinner. By all physical measures, I should have been content with what I had eaten, and I wasn't. All I could think about was food. My boyfriend would talk, and all I was thinking about was food. And how can food be more important than a relationship? How can food be more important than what someone you love is telling you? This is getting real raw here. I'm sharing. It's an addiction that I don't know how to break. And I keep trying and trying. And I come back to the valley. And it doesn't matter that I keep trying, because I always end up right back here. Last night, I even tried to go to bed to avoid it, and I woke up maybe 30 minutes later, and still all I could think about was food. And my boyfriend was still awake, and I told him, I was like, I just want to eat. I just want to eat. And bless him, he truly accepts me as I am. And whether I changed or not, he wouldn't care. Obviously he would want me to be healthy, but I don't think he fully realizes how much my weight affects my health and how much my food issues affect my life. And so he did what any good boyfriend would do, and he went and got me binge food, basically. And I ate it all, and because my portion sizes have gotten smaller, even though he only brought me 2 things, it was enough to make me very sick. And last night, I found myself over the toilet bowl throwing up. And I was so ashamed and embarrassed because I didn't have to do that. I didn't need the food, and I certainly didn't need to eat it that fast, or I didn't need to eat that much. I didn't need it at all. And I don't have the money or the resources or even the time to seek help. I am going to an individual therapist, and I'm going to Weight Watchers. I just feel like I'm trying, and I feel like it's never going to be enough. And as I was throwing up, I just kept thinking to myself, this is not how I want to die. This is not how I want to go out. And I don't understand how wanting something so much can't be enough to make it happen. And short of isolating myself from the world, I don't know what to do. I just genuinely don't. Like, I just don't know how to help myself. And right now he's at the library, and I haven't followed the Weight Watchers plan today just because I didn't have the energy to count anything after last night. Like, I just didn't want to count anything. And I didn't eat what I brought for lunch. Not because I wouldn't have liked it, but just because it was the meal that I had planned to stay on track, and I just felt like I just didn't want to be reminded of last night. So I asked a coworker to grab lunch, and we did. And I mean, what I got for lunch was probably a fine lunch. I didn't binge at lunch. But as soon as my boyfriend left tonight, I ate so much food again. Food I didn't even want, food that I wasn't even craving. I just ate it for no reason. And I just don't know what to do. I feel like I feel weak and ashamed and entirely unlovable. And I have no idea how my boyfriend looks at me and isn't disgusted. And today he, even though he loves me, there are some issues with it or not with his love, but with how he sees my health and my relationship with food. He doesn't see it as a problem. And he's said some things in the past where I've realized that he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. And it's not that I need him to understand, but he told me that he told me he had been thinking about last night, and I braced myself. I was like, here it is. He's finally going to say that he does notice and that it makes him really uncomfortable and that he doesn't know if he can do this relationship, and that's what I was bracing myself for. And that's not what I got. He instead said that he was thinking about last night and that he felt responsible and that that he enabled me to get sick. And I told him that, that's not your fault. I ate the food. You were being really kind and you got what I wanted. I said I wanted something and you got it. That's a nice thing to do. And he said he still felt bad about it and whatever. And I said, well, I feel bad about it. I am ashamed that I was throwing up last night after eating this food. And he said, well, you don't have to be ashamed. Everybody does that. Everybody eats too much or eats too fast and has to throw up. And I'm like, no, I don't think that's true. Not once have you ever done that in the 3 years we've been together. And the only other people I know that do that have been in the eating disorder programs with me. So, no, it's not normal. And, I know in my heart that, he is just trying to be kind and make me feel better. But that's not what I need. Although, honestly, I don't know what I do need. And on some level, it's nice to realize that somebody can love me even though I'm a train wreck of a person. But like, how am I supposed to have healthy relationships when somebody's talking to me and I'm thinking about food? I am disgusted with who I am as a person. And I know I keep saying this, but I don't know how to fix it. Like, everything else in life just feels so linear and A to B. And like, I know that those recovery charts are all like, recovery is not a straight line. It's like, do, 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 do. Okay? But you should be moving towards something and not just like going down. Like, it's just, I'm extremely discouraged, and I don't feel like I can come here like every other day and be like, everything's great, and then I come here and cry. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Anyway, this is the longest video I've made, and if you've made it this far, I'm sorry. Other than this, and the circular talk, I'm moving next Thursday, and I don't know if moving is going to have any effect on this. I don't know if it's going to change anything about my actions and behaviors. But we'll see. We'll see. But right now, I feel really low. Yep. And I don't have much else in me right now. So there's the real and raw update for you.